Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome to my channel, Sumaklima TV. And as we all have heard today, that finally Joe Biden has he's not going to be running for the presidency for the next 4 years. As we all know, it's a worldwide news that has been happening since all day long, as we all know, as we all heard, and of course, as we all know, the two main things that made Biden take steps back from running again for the presidency. As we all know, first was the presidential debate. As we all know, it was a disaster. A disaster because we all know that Trump took over that debate, and even the own Democrat Party were telling everybody all over the nation, saying that they were not supporting Joe Biden to run again for a second term for the presidency. So the first thing that broke Biden down was the presidential debate. As we all know, is irrelevant to keep on talking because we all know what happened, how it was, and it was a disaster. And the second thing, excuse me, and the second other thing that happened was the assassination attempt to Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. As we all know, yes, he could have died. We saw the Republican National Convention all week last week, and we saw Trump, his whole entire family. And let's be realistic, this Republican National Convention was over the top. Over the top. Everybody in Trump's family spoke, of course, I'm going to speak highly about Trump, but it was lovely. I watched it, it was interesting, and I kind of knew this was going to happen. But as we all know, after the assassination attempt to Donald Trump, Trump came out as a hero that people would never forget. People are calling him a hero. People are calling him a survivor. People are calling him all of these things. And he's entitled to, because let's remember, it was only half of millimeter close that if it would have gotten him the break, he would have been dead already. We would have been mourning his death. But thank God that didn't happen. I'm not gonna be in either side, but I don't want to wish any harm to anybody, any bad energy to anyone, especially when it comes to their health or shooting, all of that craziness, nor to Biden nor to Trump. So the first thing that I believe that it made Joe Biden step back from running a second term was the horrendous, humiliating presidential debate that it was embarrassing even for the Democrat Party. And the second thing was, once again, is the Donald Trump assassination attempt, which it didn't, thank God, it didn't kill him. That's why last week in the Republican National Convention, he was there. He looked like he was out of it, but he had a patch in his ear. But at least he was showing there for everybody that was supporting him and everybody that was there for his behalf. And he had no other choice. I'm pretty sure he was in pain, but they must have given some medication for him to be able to be there, no? But that's the second thing that has happened. And now this week, last week I should say, we heard that President Biden has COVID, has tested positive for COVID. And which that didn't really matter, but I think from my own point of view, the two main things that made Joe Biden step down was the presidential debate, and it also was the assassination attempt to Donald Trump. Between those two, he knew he was not going to win. Let's be realistic. He already knew that he was not going to win. He was going to make a fool of himself when he can even speak and we can understand him. I have a heavy accent myself because I'm not from this country, but to him it's a totally different completely different subject, I should say. But he knew that he was not going to embarrass himself to run again for the presidency. So he stepped down, and now we have 250, I believe, or $260 million that they have raised for the for Biden's presidential debate. As we already know, Kamala will be running for it. And the only person that can use that 250 or $260 million will be Kamala. Even though other governors from different states, from Chicago, from LA, one of the richest two governors also decide not to run for it, not to run because they're going to be competing with Donald Trump. And we already know that Donald Trump has gained a lot of supporters, a lot of strength, especially after the assassination attempt, which a lot of people say that it was fake, that it was a setup, but I don't believe it because a father died and Trump's ear got blown up. So let's talk about the facts, and that's what I go about, the facts. If the facts are there, it is what it is. But those $260 million that the Democrat Party has raised is only for, it was only for Biden, but now that he's not running, well, Kamala will be running for it, unless another Democrat governor decides to run for it, and it will be against Kamala. But there's no time. Time is running out. It's right, we're months away for that to happen in November, for the election. And Kamala needs to move faster. If Kamala runs for the presidency and there's a presidential debate between Trump and between Kamala Harris, Kamala Harris, when she ran for vice president and she was running for the Democrat Party, and she was in a pedestal with, I remember, with Joe Biden, and I remember Kamala calling Joe Biden a racist. And you can tell that she was tough in the podium. She was tough when she was, all the reporters and people were asking her questions. So she was a tough cookie. That's the reason why Joe Biden, even though she called him racist, he picked her to be his vice president. And here we are. So if that does happen, Kamala Harris will run. If she runs, the presidential debate will be a lot, because it will be Kamala and Trump. And Kamala is not easy, even though I don't think she has done much as a vice president in the last 4 years. But now she has, she wants to run for it. And I believe, and I know a couple of years ago, I made a video about this, and I knew, and I say, and a lot of people had talked about it, that right before the next race for the presidency of the United States, Biden was gonna step down, and Kamala was gonna run. Well, he hasn't stepped down. He has stepped down for running for the second term, but he hasn't quit being a president now. You know what I mean? So I kind of mentioned that in a video, saying that yes, the next one is going to be Kamala Harris, and there you have it. The only one that can use that money, $260 million, will be Kamala Harris. Now that Biden is not going to use it because he's not running for a second term. He needs to relax, stay home with his family, do what he needs to do, and chill out. The man has done his job, and well done for him. But now it's time for somebody new. If it's Kamala or whoever, well, time is running out, and we are here to watch it all, to see it all, to talk about it. And please leave your comment down below. Don't forget to give me a little thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already have. Thank you so much. And if you haven't, don't forget to click the button and also the notice button, that it will let you know when I am uploading videos. Thank you so much, and you have a good night. I'll see you in the next vlog.